video, I'm going to show you that you don't need fancy gear to level up your AuthorTube game. Hello there humans, I am Dulce Bruno, the partially blind alien from a distant galaxy who is an own voices author. This is the second video in a series on building and growing your AuthorTube channel. And today it is all about the budget. Yes, the budget. If there's someone out there who is truly on a budget, because I cannot speak for others, but I think that would be me. I'm a blind student in a foreign country with a student job, bills to pay, food to eat, and very little to no support. I have a laptop, but I no longer use it because now I do everything on my phone. From recording the videos to editing them to uploading them and all the other things that I do on my social media. Phone. Writing wise, I use my tablet because I need the screen inches away from my face because visually impaired. And with a laptop, I have the keyboard in the middle, and because I don't want to end up like a hunchback before I'm 40, then I resorted to use my phone. As you can see, I have a YouTube aesthetic, I have a defined concept, and I have a pretty decent quality for my videos. So how is it that I am on a budget, you might wonder? Well, I am on a budget. I don't have a fancy camera. And when it comes to camera, that's the first point of this video. My camera is right there. I am using an old Samsung Note 3. I got it second hand. It's an old flagship, but the camera is good and it does the job. So I opted for an older phone as my creative content machine. And that's what I use to record and edit. What about a tripod? Where would you put that phone? Because a phone, you know, they are very thin and they cannot stand on their own. Well, you don't need a fancy tripod either. You can stack a pile of books if you have them. I don't, so I have a cheap tripod. I have a Huawei A15 selfie stick / tripod. What? How cheap was that? It was under $20, I think. I don't remember anymore, but I am sure there are other very cheap and similar tripods on Amazon for you guys who do all the digital shopping. I don't do that so much, so I have to go and buy in person, and I buy on sale. But yeah, I got a cheap tripod. You can also buy one of those phone mounts and a very cheap camera tripod, one of those very aluminum plasticky tripods, and just screw the phone mount to the top of the tripod, and there you have your own thing. Of course, if you don't want to buy a tripod, as I said, you can find things around your home like Tupperwares and books, and you can stack them up and find some way to balance your phone. But of course, a tripod is just easy. You just set it up and there you go. Something that will definitely level up your game is a microphone. If you are an iPhone user, then you already won the game. You can start your YouTube channel with your iPhone. If it's a newer version, the inbuilt mic is of good quality. You already won the game. You don't need my help here. You just take your camera and start recording right now because you don't need anything else. But for Android users, some of our microphones are not exactly YouTube quality worthy. So in that case, you might need a lapel mic. I got a Rode SmartLav Plus. And that is not exactly cheap, but I got it on sale. And you don't need to buy the same microphone that I use. You can also use Boya M1. That's a very budget-friendly microphone that I have heard about. I'm going to link a video in the description for you to watch later. But YouTube is full of those tech review channels. You can find the microphone that best fits your needs. But yeah, for a better quality, in some cases, you might need a lapel mic. Like I said, if you have an iPhone, then you don't need to worry. It's up to you. Listen to your video quality and make sure that you have the microphone that best fits your needs. If you're recording from your laptop, then maybe you can also buy a USB mic. If you're using your webcam, I don't know because I don't use a laptop, but for mobile content creators who are also doing AuthorTube, this is your video. Share it with everybody. Give it a like if you think what I'm sharing is useful. Now, another thing that you have to think about is lighting and, well, my window. But seriously, I am a rebel, and I know that I'm a rebel, and I did the first thing that everybody tells you not to do, which is stand against the window light. But I like the silhouette concept, so I did it anyway. You can follow everybody else's piece of advice and place the camera where my hand is right now, facing you, and you will stand facing the window, looking at the camera, and then the natural light will do the job. You can use your window light or your garden light, your backyard light. Just make sure that you film during the day and you're good to go. Some of you might have 9-to-5 jobs, and I understand. You can film during the weekends, or if you work on Saturdays, well then during Sundays, and then you can edit that evening. You can batch produce, or if batch producing is too much for you, you can do 1 or 2 videos maximum, because you can have a backup video for a moment when life gets in the way, and then you will have a video ready for that week. You just have to keep a little bit of discipline, and natural light during daylight is your friend. You don't have to worry about fancy ring light and studio lights. That's for whenever you want to have like a high quality production. And when you're starting off your YouTube channel, especially if you're a writer, you don't need to worry about those things. There are cheap budget ring lights that I saw in a video by a fellow YouTuber. This is not a writer, this is a blind YouTuber. His name is Matt and his channel is Blind to Billionaire. I'm going to link his budget-friendly gear review video on the description. You will see that he's talking about very similar things that I am talking about here. I'm just sharing the ones that I am using. And when it comes to video editing, I also have it for free. I started with an application on my phone that is called Action Director, and I still use it a little bit because I prefer the colorful filters from that app. But now I also combine Action Director, which, by the way, it has a watermark, but if you watch their ads, they remove the watermark, so you can use their videos, no watermark, and it's free. But then I found an application that allows me to put some picture-in-picture for my lower thirds and my graphics and B-roll if I want to, and that app is called Vlogit. Stay to the end of this video if you want a quick tutorial on how I edit my videos. So I use a combination of Action Director, as I said, with the colorful filters, and then I put it on Vlogit, and then on Vlogit I add whatever picture-in-picture I need to add, and the music and sound effects that I want to use if I opt to use those. Some of my videos are more elaborate than others. It is up to you and whatever you want to do with your videos, but you don't need, as of right now, you don't need a fancy video editing app. For basic AuthorTube videos where you just talk about your writing and your writing process, the most you could possibly do is a screen recording tutorial about your writing process if you want to do that. And for that, Vlogit or Action Director are totally fine. You don't need so much for what you need to do at the beginning of your AuthorTube journey. Something to keep in mind, and something that will really help you to improve your presence on AuthorTube, is your thumbnails. Now that's essential for your channel to be noticed among the ever-growing crowd. And what do I use to get the thumbnails, the consistency and the aesthetic that I developed for my thumbnails? Well, I use something very simple and everybody knows about that app. It's called Canva, and I just go into that template for YouTube thumbnails and I design whatever I need it to be. I found some free images online and I got the same font that I use for all my content, and that's it. I designed my own thumbnails on Canva and it's free once again. Everything else that I do on my social media, like my Instagram posts, it's also on Canva. Whatever photo that I need to edit, or banner, or Twitter header, or whatever, all of it is on Canva. So, as you can see from my videos and the things I have shared here, Everything that I use is free or very cheap. It's really budgety, and if you cannot afford it right now, you can save up a little bit of money, like I did, for example, for my Rode SmartLav Plus, and I bought it when it, like, I saved for a few months and then I bought it when it was on sale. So you don't need gear. You don't need to have a fancy camera and a fancy studio professional microphone and the best lighting for your videos to be special and unique and something that people want to watch. It is up to you, your personality, and your skills and strategies that will make your channel stand out from the crowd. Now let's check out how I actually edit my videos with Action Director and Vlogit. So for this video's purpose, I am going to trim the original clip into a much shorter piece. And because we cannot record internal sound anymore on Android, you're not going to hear a thing of what I'm saying.
I'm going to make it even shorter than I already have because this is only for demonstration purposes. Just making sure. Crap. I'm just making sure that I have the exact piece of a clip that I want for my video. This is why I'm just going through it again and again. Good. Now I have it.
And so I have this very short clip. It is like 27 seconds long. And now I am going to apply the color that I was talking about. I will reduce the brightness because I like it darker. And I also increase the contrast. You don't have to do all the things that I am doing with my video. This is just the aesthetic that I always go for. So this is the very short clip, and now let's remove the ad. What am I saying? Let's remove the watermark by watching an ad. If it wants. And we are back. And we're back and we have our video without watermark. And we just have to. It will have sometimes this other. Now it's ready, and then I am going to jump into my other editing app here, and it's called Vlogit. And we can choose this video. Just for the editing purposes, I'm going to also choose the two clips that I always add at the beginning and at the end. I'm going to move this to the front. Actually, I have to edit this clip and split it because I have a piece that I have like a quick introduction, then I have my animated intro, and then I have my hello humans part where I start talking. So here we go into split. I'm going to split it there. And now I have two clips. This is the first one. Sometimes it will freeze because I am actually recording everything that I'm doing on the screen. And yeah, so this hiccup can happen. Oh no.
But it will save whatever I did on the app, so it's not a problem. Now I can move this and let's play. Yeah, hiccup. Anyway, let's go back. You'll see that it's still there.
Remove this one a little bit. So there's where I'm just greeting everybody. But before I go on, I can apply the first thing I have to do, because otherwise if I apply that later, it will mess up with the syncing the visuals. So I first have to add transitions between this clip and this other clip. That's just something that has to do with my personal style. No. There we go. And I think also the very last clip is once again this. So of course I am just taking a short clip for demonstration purposes, but this is, in this video I'm gonna show you, you don't need fancy gear to level up your AuthorTube game, you know, that kind of thing that I was saying. Then the animated intro, and now hello there humans. And the moment I say that, the moment I say my name, I want to add the graphics that I use for my videos. So my social media proof thing, it will show up the moment I say I am Dulce Ciruno. So it's here. And perfect. And there is the end screen where if I want I can add something else. I can also now, if I want to add a sound effect. Over here where I have my graphic pop up. You will not hear it because, as I said, Android doesn't let you record internal sound, so this tutorial is a little bit weird. No, now I just have to sync the sound effect with the graphic. Perfect. And then when it's ready, it will export the whole thing. Of course, this is going to take much longer when the video takes longer, but you have an idea and it is all for free. Then you save it to camera roll, and the cool thing about Vlogit is that you can also create a thumbnail. I have never done it because I don't use this app for making my thumbnails. As I said, I already have my things on Canva. So this is definitely not necessary for me, but for other people this might be useful. And the other thing that you can do is upload it directly to YouTube. If I show you here, it says YouTube or Instagram, whatever you want to use this app for, it's gonna be right there. If you want a supplementary tutorial, for example for iPhone users, I recommend you to check out Evie Redding's channel, where she is going to share a tutorial on iMovie, I think, or what is it, the other app that she uses on her iPhone. But for iPhone users, I'm going to link you to Evie Redding. Just check her out. Remember that this video is the second in a series on building and growing your AuthorTube channel, so consider subscribing if you think what I am sharing is worth watching, and ring the bell for future notifications. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!